The Little Lantern and the Lost Traveler.
Long ago, in a land where the sun never rose, there was a small village called Evernight. Thick clouds covered the sky, and the villagers lived in a world of endless twilight. But they had something special, glowing lanterns that never went out, as long as their owners carried kindness and hope in their hearts. Each person's lantern shone differently. Some flickered weakly, while others glowed steadily. The village elders taught that the brightness of a lantern reflected the spirit within. Among them was Lila, a 10-year-old girl with the smallest lantern in the village, yet hers shone the brightest. She was known for her kindness, always helping others and sharing warmth with those in need. One evening, as Lila walked home from the marketplace, she heard a faint voice calling from the dark forest. The villagers feared the forest at night. It was said that shadows lurked among the trees, waiting for lost travelers. But Lila's heart could not ignore the cry for help. Help! Someone, please! She hesitated for a moment, gripping her lantern tightly. Then, she stepped into the forest, determined to help whoever was in trouble. The deeper she walked, the colder and darker it became. The trees seemed to whisper, their branches stretching like bony fingers. Finally, she saw a figure slumped against a tree, a man in tattered clothes, shivering in the cold. His lantern lay beside him, completely dark. Lila knelt beside him. Sir, are you all right? The man slowly opened his eyes. I lost my way, he whispered. My lantern went out, and I could not find my way back. Lila noticed the lantern was covered in dust and cracks. It looked like it hadn't glowed in a long time. Your lantern doesn't shine anymore, she asked gently. The man sighed. I lost hope, and when I lost hope, my light faded. Lila thought for a moment, then held up her own glowing lantern. Come with me, she said kindly. I'll guide you back. As they walked, the forest grew darker, and the path was rough. The man stumbled often, weak from his long journey. Strange whispers echoed around them. Turn back, you'll never make it. Your light will go out too. The man shivered. The darkness, it's speaking to us. Lila held her lantern higher. Fear makes the darkness stronger, but as long as we have light, we will find our way. The man hesitated, then nodded and kept walking. With each step, Lila's lantern shone brighter, pushing back the shadows. As they walked, the man's doubts grew. What if the village is too far? What if we never make it? Lila stopped and turned to him. You must believe, even when things seem impossible. The man looked down at his dark lantern. But I don't know how. Lila smiled and reached into her pocket. She pulled out a small cloth and gently wiped away the dust from his lantern. Let's start by clearing away doubt. To his surprise, a tiny flicker of light appeared inside his lantern. They reached an old wooden bridge stretched over a deep ravine. The planks looked fragile. The man hesitated. What if the bridge breaks? Lila stepped forward confidently. If we let fear stop us, we'll never move forward. She held out her hand, and after a moment, the man took it. As they crossed, the bridge creaked, but Lila's lantern glowed even brighter, lighting their way. By the time they reached the other side, the man's lantern glowed a little stronger. Suddenly, a fierce wind howled through the forest, trying to blow out their lanterns. The man shielded his weak light. I don't think I can go on. Lila stood firm. Hold on to hope. The wind cannot blow away what's inside you. She cupped her hands around his lantern, protecting the tiny flame. Slowly, the wind weakened, and the man's lantern glowed brighter than before. I feel different, he said in wonder. You're finding your light again, Lila said with a smile. Finally, they saw a golden glow in the distance. The village. The man gasped. We made it. As they stepped out of the forest, the villagers gathered in amazement. Lila, where have you been? One of them asked. She saved me, the man said, his voice full of gratitude. She brought me back. The village elder, an old woman with wise eyes, stepped forward. She looked at the man's lantern. It was glowing once more. The elder smiled. You see, the light of a lantern does not come from magic, but from the heart. The man looked at his lantern, watching as the tiny flicker became a steady glow. I had forgotten how to hope, he admitted. Lila nodded. Hope and kindness are like flames. They grow when we share them. The villagers cheered, and the man's eyes filled with tears of gratitude. From that day on, the villagers never let their lanterns go out again. They had learned that the brightest lights come not from lanterns, but from the kindness we share. As for Lila, her lantern remained the brightest of all, guiding anyone lost in the darkness. And so, the village of Evernight was never truly dark again. For as long as there were people like Lila, there would always be light. Moral of the story: hope and kindness are like lanterns. They shine brightest in the darkest moments. Never stop believing in the light within you.